What is up? What is up, YouTube? Hey, we ain't been Mahad. Yeah, Marad. We ain't been to Marad's channel in a minute, man. Man, I miss my man. He cool. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Oprah breaks silence on the P. Diddy stuff. Let's see what my man got to say, man, because he cool. He bring it to you real also. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell.
Somebody want to tell me, guys, why Oprah and 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 are teaming up together to discuss P. Diddy. This is the first time that Oprah has broken her silence ever discussing this man, but I know, right? I ain't even think about it like that. Why them two? Why they teaming up? Look here, Oprah, we got to help each other. Now, we both know we in heat. Yeah, I'm thinking Steve Harvey, none of these people was called, man. Steve Harvey wasn't called. Oprah wasn't called. Man, these people are paying some big time. They paying some. TD Jakes wasn't called. What the heck? Somebody want to tell me, guys, why Oprah and 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 are teaming up together to discuss P. Diddy. This is the first time that Oprah has broken her silence ever discussing this man, but I just don't even know why it was a topic of discussion at this panel that they both were at with their followers, you know, supporters, whatever you want to call them. I just don't know why this was a topic of conversation. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where you have Oprah, who basically discusses that after 30 minutes she would leave these parties.
I have never been near a puff party. Never been near. And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
But people love salacious stories.
Yeah.
They love salacious stories. And you can tell them stories about you feeding those girls in South Africa.
They don't want to hear about that.
They don't want to hear about that at all.
He was never even around these people. This to me is believable. Like, Oprah was never really around the kind of hip-hop, you know, community as much, I believe, back in the day. So I don't believe that she would be at these parties. But just for the fact that she's sitting up there with 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 and they're both discussing Diddy is very weary. I don't even understand why this even is a topic of discussion for her. I don't think she ever should have spoken about this, because now there are more eyes on her, and I don't know why she needed to clear the air and give some clarity, because she's probably the least celebrity that people are linking to Diddy as of right now. Everybody was discussing 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. Everybody's looking at Jay-Z after that lawsuit that he went through in December. Nobody was looking at Oprah. So I don't know why she's come to discuss this. This is the first time that she's spoken about it. Some people are reacting to it and believing that she's a liar, and other people are reacting to it saying that she's telling the truth, because she never speaks about stuff like this, and she never was around certain communities back in the day, and, you know, certain parties. She was never really just seen amongst certain people. However, she was seen amongst other people that are also just as questionable as Diddy. And in one of my videos, I did discuss how Diddy and Epstein are related, working for the same oligarch networks. So somebody knows somebody that knows somebody through a third degree, and they all know each other. It's just how I see it, and that's my personal opinion.
If you tell them about Puffy's biceps, they want to follow you all the way around the world. And I think it's because we have become so engrossed in other people's lives to keep from having our own. We are drunk off of things that don't matter to distract us from the things that do matter.
This evening, yes.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
I know.
And if you watch the timing of it, the intoxicant always comes out while something big is happening that we need to be paying attention to. And we pay no attention because we are engrossed in counting up something that is salacious and not true. And not true.
You're not true.
And I stopped by Puffy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people. And out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff that I have never seen.
You too?
Yes.
𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 talks about how everything is salacious. Remember,
And she talking about some YouTube like she don't know. Like they don't never watch YouTube. Like they don't never see our channels and stuff. Come on, man. They ain't got nothing but time on their hands. Let me see what this person talking about. You know, when somebody talk about you, the first thing you want to do is hear it. You want to hear what they saying about you. All them people you got working for you, ain't nobody told you. They talking about TD Jakes too. She go, you too? Yeah, right. She knew that. She
all
knew.
kinds of stuff that I have never
You
seen.
too?
TD Cakes talks about how everything is salacious. Remember, this man was at Diddy's parties, was seen with Diddy, and in lawsuits he was instructed, from what the lawsuit stated, to help Diddy reform his image. One other thing that I want to catch your eye on, TD Cakes and Louis Taylor, the woman who put Britney under her conservatorship, were both on the same board, I believe, for TriStar or something else. I don't even think it was TriStar. I think it's something else, a different kind of panel or board or something of members. TD Cakes was up there with Louis Taylor, and this is what I mean by somebody knows somebody through a third degree, and they all work together in some kind of shifty way, some kind of inside community that we don't have any view of. But why is TD Cakes even working with Louis Taylor? The same Louis Taylor who's also worked with Diddy, who put Britney in a conservatorship. Everybody just knows everybody, and I just think that this conversation was not needed. The blogs are discussing it. You know, people are wondering why this was even a question. Obviously, Oprah and TD Cakes knew they were going to speak about Diddy, and perhaps thought that they had to come to a position to discuss it, but I don't know why. That's the reason why I'm suspicious about this. Like, why? Like, who was asking for this? Who was checking for these two, especially Oprah, talking about Diddy? Nobody. So I just don't get why they would have done this. Now, it's been revealed via this ex-hype man that Fat Joe actually tried to put a hit out on 50 Cent, would wait for him, his entourage would wait for 50 outside of his concerts to try and jump him. Well, obviously all of this fails, and when 50 Cent catches wind of this conversation, he is going to be dragging you, Fat Joe, through the day and night, like he's doing with Diddy with these AI pictures that he's uploading. He's not going to let it go. He's going to keep on dragging you. He probably already has on Instagram, but once he catches wind of this stuff, he will continue. One thing about 50, he will continue to hate on you from anywhere, whether he's on the moon, whether he's in the bushes. That man is going to make an enemy out of somebody if that person is making an enemy out of him. And clearly Fat Joe and Rock Nation, from what they've been dragged into this, are already going through a lot with their lawsuit of 20 million. And 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's on the case denying everything, but 3 minors is what Fat Joe's been allegedly linked to, one of them being in a relationship with. And of course Fat Joe and Diddy were up there in the Rock Nation brunches with Jay-Z. So it's just all very interesting how somebody knows somebody in the third degree, and how people in this community are all intertwined, work for people. Make no mistake, the people that we see in the industry are people that work for other people that we don't see, and those people are just as powerful. And all of these celebrities, majority of them have invisible puppet strings that we just cannot see. They are controlled with every form of their step, which is why I don't understand why Oprah was speaking about Diddy. Was she instructed to do so? Did somebody tell her? Did a PR tell her? Was it executives higher up or something? I don't know, but it just makes me want to have more questions. Now, we spoke about the drug mule Brendan Paul and how his testimony was very odd in ways that are favored Diddy that we didn't know. Yes, he was discussing substances. Yes, he was discussing the fact that he was a drug mule, which does aid to RICO, because drug trafficking does fall under RICO. But why was his testimony so odd, considering that he signed an immunity deal? Why was he so afraid to say much? Why was he kind of in for Diddy, talking about how Diddy did a lot for him, they had a complicated relationship, that these people did not seem like they were forced? I don't know, it just seems to me that somebody got to this man and said, you better fix up. And he was arrested a few months ago, and for him now to suddenly have this substance in his bag, how can he forget that this coke is in his bag, please? How can he just forget that it's there? And then it was Diddy's, but he wants to claim out of loyalty that he was his. Why would he, if he's so scared and his heart sunk in that moment, why would he then in that moment want to defend Diddy and be loyal to him, not knowing what's going to happen to him if he was so scared? His testimony doesn't add up to me, and I feel like there is some kind of manipulation behind the scenes. We know that where there is Diddy, there is corruption, and I feel like people got to him behind the scenes to try and rub it in his face that if you do XYZ, people will come for you and etc. Best for you to lay low, best for you to, if you've been subpoenaed, to basically play it safe. Don't go too in on Diddy, because it's not going to go well for you. And I think that because he's loyal, because he was being paid by Diddy, there is some kind of bias here. So now my question leads to, why would the prosecution subpoena this man? Why would you subpoena him when you know that he could potentially be biased, especially when Brian still was questioning him? It's like having Christina up there. She's going to keep it fair play. She's going to say things about Diddy bad, but not everything, to help him. And I think this is what Brendan Paul was doing, because somebody got to him to say that this is what you need to do, and therefore he decided to be loyal. I don't know why prosecution did that. I'm not saying that Brendan's testimony was completely useless for the prosecution, but majority of it, I feel like, did help the defense, especially when it comes to the Jane and, you know, the lack of coercion, and that, you know, he has no ill will towards Diddy and etc. Very weird. Somebody got to that man. Do you understand? Somebody got to that man. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. Send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a $ there. It goes a long way, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Why are they? I'm telling you, man. I think Oprah, especially Oprah done did 3 or 4 things to make me think that she think we stupid. They really think we stupid. Remember when she was asking all them people to donate to help people in Hawaii because of the wildfires? And oh my God, man. Look here, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think this was planned. They got together to put this thing together so they can say something to us. And we supposed to believe it. You know, good and well, both of y'all was at them parties. Well, they only seen me once there. They seen about 2 or 3 pictures of me there. But Diddy was supposed to take everybody's phone, so it shouldn't be no pictures in the first place. We came in through the tunnels. Come on, man. Y'all think somebody crazy, man. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.